have done plenty of no spend months in the past, and to be honest, they were a breeze. Some of you guys found me from my very viral no spend video that I had a couple of years ago, and I've done it month after month after month, and it's really been easy. But besties, this one is gonna be hard. And the reason why it's going to be hard is because life looks different for me now. My habits look different. The way that I spend money is different. And if I'm being honest, my spending, yeah, we need to talk about it. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down my no spend challenge for the month of May, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, what I'm cutting out, and how this is going to help me get really serious about my debt-free journey. Let's get into it. So why am I doing this? I'm not doing this just to say that I'm doing a challenge. Usually I do it annually because it is kind of like a reset for the beginning of the year. I do it because I also want to help other people to, kind of recalibrate and kind of stop spending so they can really get on their financial goals. So I'm doing it with my community. But now, y'all, I need it for me. And they have been very, very easy for me. And I will tell you, I can understand why a lot of you guys were like, it's hard, I can't do it.
Oh no, I can't do no spend. I can do a low spend, but I can't do a no spend. Oh my goodness, I'm traveling this month. Oh my goodness, but I got kids.
Listen, I totally understand what you guys are going through. And the bottom line is we need to stop spending if we want to get ahead financially, if we want to meet some of our financial goals that we have set for ourselves. And I am doing this because I really need to change my habits. My mindset is already made, and I already know that in order to meet your financial goals, if you want to save money, pay off debt, you have to do a couple of things. But one of the most important things, you need to stop spending money so that you can either pay off the debt or save money. And then you need to also make money so that you can do it at a faster pace if you're able to. So that is my goal. That's my why. My why is to pay off debt and save money. So now let's get into the things that I am cutting out, because if you know me and if you've been here for a while, then you know that my no spend is my no spend. I have let people know all the time, you create your own rules for your no spend and how it works for you. There's many of ways that you can do things. And so I'm going to be sharing with you what I'm going to be cutting and what I'm not spending money on. But I'm also going to be sharing with you what I'm going to continue spending money on. Okay, let's get into it. So we kind of just talked about this extensively, but eating out. I am going to start meal planning or meal prepping, cooking, asking other people to cook, whatever I can do to make sure that I don't eat out, because the bottom line is you do save money when you eat at home, I believe. And it gives me more time to be able to work on other things that I can do to bring money in the house. So eating out is off the list. Next up is beauty products. I have enough beauty products, and I don't even have a lot, but what I do have and use, I have it. I'm going to use it, and I'm not going to be a hoarder of beauty products. I'm just going to use what I have, and that also goes for perfume as well. I have, you guys have seen my collection. I have a lot of perfume, and I'm just going to use what I have, and it's going to be very hard because there are a lot of new releases, and yeah, so beauty products and perfume, I will not be spending my money on in the month of May. And we also did just talk about this clothes. That's also something that I'm not going to be spending my money on. I'm going to repurpose my outfits. I'm going to look for ways to create different outfits with some of the pieces that I already have, and just, wear them a lot. So clothes is off the list as well. This is one that it's probably doesn't only affect me, but it affects a lot of people. Amazon orders or the Amazon impulse buys. It's just so easy to go on Amazon and get what you need, right? But I am going to stop shopping on Amazon. That one's going to be very difficult. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to take the app off of my phone. Whoo! I'm going to take the app off of my phone. So no more Amazon, no more Amazonian. You can't have my money no more. Not for the month of May, okay? So the next thing that I'm not going to be purchasing, which kind of goes hand in hand with Amazon, is household items. I still haven't furnished my home the way that I want to furnish it. And what I end up doing is buying little pieces here and there. And I currently don't have a couch, so that will be on the list. I need to purchase a couch for my loft, but I currently do not have one. So just know I will be purchasing that. That's going to be on the list of things that I will be getting. But the other little things that, you know, I might pick up, the little knickknacks, I'm not going to be doing that either. So yeah, little home buys I'm gonna stop purchasing for the month of May. And let me just put a little disclaimer right here. This no spend is, it's gonna need to last more than May. May is not gonna be enough, but I'm just starting with May and then we'll move from there. So another thing that I'm not going to be spending my money on is subscriptions. It's going to be very important that I do a deep dive and look and see what subscriptions I am paying for and which ones that I can maybe share that someone else already has. I know my brother has subscriptions and it's only him, so I'm going to be picking up his apps and I'm going to be canceling my app so that I can keep that money. The bottom line is all those little apps, they add up. So that's the streaming apps for subscriptions and then other things as well. Even certain things that I use for my business. I'm going to be canceling those or lowering them to the very basic package. Unless I need them, because some things I do need to invest in order to make more money. But the ones that I can do without, I'm going to be canceling those subscriptions. I don't even know what number we are at now, to be honest with you, but so I said 10. I don't know if we're going to get to 10, but convenience spending. I will tell you, I pay for convenience, and this is across the board. When it comes to traveling, when it comes to anything, I pay for convenience because I feel as though that is value spending. And I will always pay for convenience. But there are some things that I can kind of take a break on and not pay for convenience. So that will be something I will take a break on when it comes to that. So another thing that I will not be spending my money on is treat yourself spending. Look, the bottom line is lately I have had the mindset that I'm going to treat myself because I deserve it. I had a hard year and I am going to make myself feel good because I felt horrible last year. And I just want to get to a place, or I want to stay at a place where, you know, I feel good. But alongside of that, me feeling good is not having debt and all of that stuff too. So that's why it's kind of easy for me to, when it comes to the let me treat myself, I can hold off on that. And instead of doing let me treat myself spending, I will do recognition spending, meaning when I have completed a financial goal that I have, I will treat myself at that time. I will take a look at, you know, maybe something that I want, and I might treat myself at that time. I might even wait until I hit the next financial goal. But that is a way that I'm able to motivate myself to keep going. So until I hit a financial milestone, I will not be treating myself. I'm going to be rewarding myself, and it helps me a ton. And the last thing, everything that I decide to spend my money on, I'm just going to really think about if I really need it or if I just want it. I'm no longer going to consume a lot of things, whether it's products or like home detergent or whatever the thing is. Sometimes I consume a lot of it because I still need to get over something that, not like something that happened, but like a child, and not even a childhood thing, like a young adult thing. Like when I was a young adult, I never had enough of something, and I'm gonna say something like toilet paper or paper towels, or I was never able to afford to go buy a big bulk of something. I would go to the 99-cent store and buy the lowest quality and only buy a 2, 3, or 4 pack, and those things I wasn't able to just go and have an abundance of. And so now that I'm able to afford the abundance, I will purchase a whole bunch of toilet tissue or a whole bunch of cases of detergent because it makes me feel like, I don't even know how to explain it, but not even that it's just like, okay, yes, I have it. If I need detergent, I don't have to wait until I'm paid or go get detergent from a family member's house or something like that. So that's something I probably need counseling for. But yeah, I'm not going to over consume. I'm going to use what I have to the very last drop, and then I will repurchase the needed items. So I don't know how many that was, but the list will go on. I will continue to update you guys on the progress as I have done in the past. But now let's get into the things that I will continue spending my money on because I don't want to hear it. Now, if you are a bestie to the channel, then you already know. You already know. What am I going to continue spending my money on? It's very simple. Hair and nails. I'm going to continue spending my money on hair and nails. The bottom line is it doesn't cost me that much. It's not going to set me back that much, or I'm not going to be able to pay off that much debt with me not getting my hair done or not getting my nails done or like grooming like my eyebrows and things like that. Those are the things that I will continue to do. And however, what I will do is not get my hair done as much. And that will help me save a little bit more money by not getting it done as much and maybe doing it myself. I'm going to try doing it myself and see how I do. And then as far as my nails, it doesn't really cost me that much. I mean, I have a friend that does it. So, it's not much, and it really doesn't cost me that much to get my eyebrows waxed. And I probably go once every couple of months, to be honest with you. It's very like hit and miss. But those are the things that I will continue doing. Everything else but I just want to note that because I'm going to say it again. Your no spend challenge is your no spend challenge. You create the rules for yourself. You know what you can do. You know what you can't do. You know what you shouldn't do, because it's going to be a hard financial. It's not going to help you to move the needle far. For me, I know that these things won't help me move the needle, but a combination of the other things that I talked about alongside making more money will help me to really progress that needle forward. I do need to get tighter, and there are some things that I probably will also start to spend my money on, which is investing. I'm going to start doing that, even if it's like a low amount a month, just so that I'm getting used to it. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to start rambling, so I'm going to stop here. Make sure you guys tune in for the next video, because in that video, I am going to be completing the actual no spend workbook that I have that's going to help keep me on track. And I am really excited about my new journey and me getting my life together again, honey. And I just thank you guys for being here with me. But if there's nothing else, I will see you besties in the next video. Go be great. Peace out.
You special and she reckless. Baby, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it. And everything is alright. I like how you doing.